Well, I guess I'm already needing to replace the decorations on the island, but they did last a little while. Bank of Nook, we get our interest, 4,528 bells. We have like 8 million in the bank. Here's the thing, Butterbean. Sometimes I like being alone. There's no such thing as too much of a good thing. But there is such a thing as too much of a good thing. Eventually the quiet gets to me. I need some company. That was a hint, by the way, in case you didn't notice. Your needy friend Gala. Aww. From our supposed mother. The brief time of year when nature is too indecisive to either be too odd, or too cold. If only my own indecisiveness was as enjoyable. Should I bring a jacket or no? Yeah, that's definitely still not my mother. It's not like -5. She wouldn't be wearing a jacket. But, yee. We got Gala. Ah, Butterbean. Now that you're here, maybe you can help me out with a problem. I got carried away buying an Argyle sweater. Wasn't sure what to do with my surplus, so I thought I'd give you what I don't need. Alright. There's a cricket. Feel free to do whatever you want with your gift, Snorty. Aww. I do want that cricket, but I don't want to risk hitting Gala. So, I just have to wait. And she's coming back. Really. They want the cricket. Cricket. Yeah. Bell cricket. Make a great bellhop. Nah. It's just worth one whole bell. Yeah. I have a lot of recording I need to still do today. I really should have recorded sooner. Peanut, stay a while, Tallnut. Let's chat. Oh, don't mind the mess on my wooden table. I got clumsy and spilled something on it earlier, Tallnut. Aw. That's no reason to cover it in papers. I mean, come on. But, yeah. I might see how much Star Ocean I can get done tonight, and then just try and record more tomorrow. I need at least one episode done. That's the problem. Ah, Steven, how are things there, man? Let's talk. Sometimes nighttime can feel lonely, so I'm glad I ran into you. Yeah, with Serrano over here, I can't blame you for feeling lonely. Viva! Zoops! So I'd see you. Wanna chat? Hey, what do you have to do for the next 7 hours? Wanna hang out? Just kidding, Queen. Yeah, I got recording I need to do. Today is the day I wouldn't be able to hang out, and I'd feel really bad about it. Muffy! Oh, CJ's in town. Duskwalker, great to see you. Let's talk. Gotta work extra hard to get hyped up when the weather's like this. But don't worry, I got this, Nightshade. I kinda like foggy weather. I don't like the rain that tends to come after it, but I like foggy weather. But, yeah. It's not even that I was really doing much today. That's kind of the problem, though. I wasn't doing anything today. Frisk? No. Because with my my older sister home watching the dog, I didn't need to be up there to watch him, so for the most part I wasn't. I was still poking up every now and again to, like, keep the coffee pot on, like, I had to go up and make supper. I took him out a couple times, because, like, he's the worst for only asking to go out when someone's in the kitchen. So, like, you know. If my older sister doesn't go into the kitchen, then he's just not gonna ask to go out. Because that's just how he is. And yes, Frisk, I know you're there. I'm busy. I'm recording. I do not need you climbing all over my desk. That is the last thing I need. I'm also still very much in the camp of I don't know if I should be worried about the burn marks on the inside of my microphone's cable. I don't even know what kind of cable this is to get a new one, but I am pretty sure I've got one in my dresser. Yawning. That's also not a great sign. I shouldn't be tired. I've not really done anything today. I've done my workout, but like that's nothing special. Gotcha! Caught a cricket! What a chirp thrill. Give me this bug too while I have my bug net out. I mean, I've already got a giant water bug, but like... You could always have two. You know. Blas could take another one. He just doesn't want to. Because he doesn't want them multiplying. I will say, something I realized about the final boss theme, like the absolute final boss theme of Phantasy Star Online 2. And if I think of it during the fight, I'm going to try and also point this out. There are 3 verses in the song that are clearly Matoi, Hisugi, and Harrietta talking to you. Like, they're singing to you. Which is really nice. Or Harrietta. Reza. From what I remember of the fan translation, it was never disproven that Reza and Harriet are different people. So, the way I like to headcanon it is that Harriet was Reza before Reza became a cast. Because, like, there's a thing with casts. Yeah, I could go after school jacket. Hey, this is, like, literally the jacket I've got on. So, yeah. Let's go this one. Steampunk hat. Do like me some steampunk. The thing with casts is they don't remember anything from before they became a cast. Reza does. Reza remembers her old self. Which is not normal. Well, it's Monday. Back to the fabric mines. That is fair. And, like, that lends credence to them being the same person. Especially where, you know, Harriet is the cosmogenic arm that Reza can call upon. And that can speak through Reza. And, you know, it's basically said the whole reason for Reza to become a cast in the first place was basically she was a frail little girl who had immense power with photons. But when you meet Harriet, she's immensely powerful, but clearly kind of frail, if I'm honest. I follow strict workout instructions at the gym, but in the kitchen, I just throw stuff together, Colonel. It works. So what is it? Glad you asked. I'm making a pear smoothie. You know I'm an athlete, right, Colonel? I've talked about it before. Well, this is the fuel that keeps me strong. Whoa, my brain just flexed with a sweet idea, Colonel. I could give you the recipe, and we could be chef pals. I mean, alright, Snake. If you're already maxed out on this recipe, just pass it along to someone else, Colonel. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already know how to make a pear smoothie. Yeah. I know how to make a pair of smoothies. But yeah, it's... like... I will forever stand, and I'm going to continue to gush over the story of PSO2. Especially while I'm still hyper-fixated, focused on it. It is the best story Sega ever wrote. I will go as far as to say that. Like, the original PSO2, not counting New Genesis, is the best story Sega has ever written. And I know there's going to be people who hear that and go, well, what about this game or that game? Play PSO2. You'll understand. Like... and I'm not even going to say it's like the best story out there. There are better stories. But as far as an MMO goes, it's one of the best, if not the best. And as far as Sega games go, it's phenomenal. Like, the entire story of Phantasy Star is really good. But like, PSO2 just has that extra specialness to it that just really pushes it above the rest. So thinking of MMOs, I actually learned something about one that I was thinking of doing for a stream series at some point, but I guess I can't now, because it's been shut down. That being Riders of Icarus. The new owners shut it down. I guess that's what happens when you migrate it off of Steam, basically. I mean, technically it was still playable through Steam, but they effectively made it so that you could no longer play your original account that you made in Steam through Steam. Like, you had to transfer that account to a separate account, like a separate login, to be able to continue using it. And if you missed the deadline to do that, you lost everything. There were so many people who didn't play Riders even every month, who, when they heard there was a new owner, after a couple months, went to check and realized, oh, they missed the deadline. All of their progress is gone. They had to start over. There's also a lot of people who didn't realize that they were basically being forced to migrate their account, and thus didn't, thinking, oh, everything will be fine, and then suddenly their account's gone, and they quit. Like, Speckles! It's so fab you're here. Blah. Let's talk. Welcome to my place. It's totally full of all things that make me H-A-P-P-Y happy! Feel free to look at my fab stuff and validate my lifestyle. I do really like this dolly. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty nice dolly you got here. Oh, looks like someone wants to play with my totes precious dolly. Go ahead, no judgments here. Fun is fun. So play as much as you want, superstar. Don't worry about folks watching, or how much time has passed. Wait, what time is it now? What day is it? It's Monday at 7:48. There isn't 8 in the time. I wonder if the Switch is actually accurate to that. Yes, it is! Yeah, it's just sad what happened to that game. Because, like, it didn't have a small player base when it was sold. It wasn't as big as other MMOs, no. But it wasn't exactly a small player base. And then the new owners almost seemed like they were setting it up to fail. By, you know, all of the account shenanigans. And then, like, not really giving people enough time to really transfer accounts, and then, you know, like all this stuff, and it's like, guys, why? And the dumb thing in my mind is seeing people, even after the shutdown, blaming Nexon for it. Like, guys, Nexon wasn't even... They published it. Which means, yes, they would have had some say on things, but they weren't the ones developing it. Like... I'm also sorry to say, guys, but Nexon has made some really good MMOs over the years. I mean, there's a reason MapleStory is still going strong as one of the most played MMOs out there, even though it's from, what, 2006? 8? Somewhere in that range? Before the double digits, that's for sure. Yeah, I got a donation for you right now. Nice little pair of crickets. Look how happy he is to take the pair of crickets. Nah, I'm good. Like, the thing people remember Nexon for is the early days of Nexon. But I feel like Nexon gets kind of unfairly treated for that. Because what people remember is the pay-to-win cash shop. So, everything Nexon is pay-to-win cash shop. No. No, it's not. Very little is. Especially these days. Even the pay-to-win cash shop skills and stuff from MapleStory aren't in the cash shop anymore. They're just on the characters they were for. They removed them from the cash shop. Like... But no. Nexon's bad. It's like, why? Well, the cash shop is cosmetics. What's wrong with that? What is wrong with a cash shop of cosmetics? Well, there's pay to win. Like, no, there isn't. Good evening, Steven. Oh, the coffee smells so good. I can hardly wait. And like, the only thing you can make even a small argument for is, pets. Pets being, quote-unquote, pay to win. Enjoy your coffee. I already have. But the thing there, you don't need pets. They also give you one that, if you smartly use it, will last you hundreds of hours of gameplay, even though it technically only lasts 12 hours? 7 hours? Somewhere in that range? So I literally just put the wrist straps on and then move my hand away from where the wrist strap would be if it's at the... I'm smart. I don't know why I put the wrist straps on. I just felt like fiddling, so that's what I've done. Also, yeah, I use my armrests too much. That's all that is. I'm very good at this. But like, the pet they give you for free only loses time while it's active. So you equip it, so it can pick stuff up for you. After you kill a bunch of enemies, absolutely fill the ground with stuff. You equip the pet, so it'll collect all the stuff for you. Then you put it away. And you might have used, like, 10 seconds of its timer. And then you wait until you've got all those items to pick up again. And then you equip the pet. And then you let it pick them up. And, like, it'll last for hundreds to thousands of hours. Pretty easily. Alright, blathery boy. What we got? Yep, 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 yep. Challenge. 3 small fry. Okay, he wants really small ones. Like this one. But yeah, like... Riders of Icarus was a really cool MMO. That, honestly, I'm sad is gone. Like, it was a pet-focused MMO, where you basically went around taming dragons, unicorns, Pegasus, giant space whales, like, and then you used those to help you in combat. Hence the name of the game. And like, that was super cool. Oh, message bottle. I was wondering where it was. I guess it was here the whole time. And I'd just been missing it this whole time. Alright, what we got? Someone on an island out there. I was gonna find the DIY recipe on a piece of paper that I used as a bookmark. Seemed a good way of passing along my recipe idea. Try to hear the material. Wishing you well, Celia. Grass standy. I've already know how to make one of those. But yeah, like, the writing also felt good. It felt heavy. It felt like you were controlling a dragon, not, just yourself but bigger. Which is something a lot of games do. Like don't do, I should say. Like, you just feel like you're yourself, but bigger and moving a bit faster. Like, that's how Final Fantasy XIV feels, and I really do not like riding the Chocobo. I only do it because it's faster. And it's only really even faster when you've unlocked the first speed boost for your mount in a region. Until then, just sprinting everywhere is basically just as fast. Which is just kind of funny, given Chocobos are supposed to be pretty fast. But, Okay, does this still count? Okay, good. Because that's definitely bigger than a butterfly fish, but still counts. Hey, Rambler. Spare a minute, got a situation here. So my brain goes bye-bye-bye whenever I see a till with a silicone bib. Now I around 5 more of the things I want. So where you come in. Nah, I'll pass. Not selling you? Well, your loss, I suppose. Nah. I'm good. I don't need a bib. Despite what you may think, Sereno, I do not need a bib. Suppose I may as well shake some trees. I don't know if you have to shake different trees or just shake any tree. Get the feeling it's different trees. Wrong way. Eva, I love you, but there's a fire ban. No. No fire. I just can't pick those up because of all the flowers around them. Oh. I do not need to be yawning right now. I need to be doing the opposite of yawning, just not yawning. I honestly think the thing that I'm most sad about is they didn't even do a big announcement that they were shutting things down. I would have logged in and been part of the close of the game. I might have even streamed it just to, immortalize that. But, like, they didn't even do a big announcement. They just quietly shuttered it. It's like, really, guys? How much you want to bet? I'd have to actually look into dates. But how much do you want to bet they shuttered it in response to Stop Killing Games? Because a lot of games have done that. Rather than try to find a solution for their always online game, they just shutter it instead. And it's like, guys, I mean, I suppose if we have to lose like 0.01% of games to save the rest of them, that's fine. But we'd still rather not lose any of them. That's the whole point. And like, we don't even know, given the initiative literally is... What a rain. Like, the initiative is not solid on what they want done with older games. And it'll need to be decided of whether it's even going to be retroactive or not. So, like, it could be any game that's already running is just grandfathered in and doesn't need it. You know? Like, so all these old games that are being shut down because of Stop Killing Games may not actually even need to care. Yet, they're proving why we need Stop Killing Games by shuttering their games in response to Stop Killing Games. Like, that's probably the funniest thing to me. Is it's like, well, Sunfish, we gotta shut our game down before we're made to make it so it can still run without us. Even though I'm pretty confident that there was already Riders of Icarus fan servers, and there might still be the Korean version, because it's a Korean MMO. I might honestly just look into that, because if nothing else, there'll probably be like a translation mod from the fans who really like the game. Honestly, Korea is like where all the MMOs are these days. Which makes me kind of want to, after I've got a decent grasp on Japanese, try learning Korean. So that I can just play Korean MMOs. Like, because I enjoy MMOs. If I had to pick only one genre of game to play for the rest of time, it would be MMOs. Because you can get any experience in an MMO. Like, you might even be like, oh, well, what about Animal Crossing? You can kind of get that. Palia. Like, that's an MMO. Though it does come down to like how you describe MMOs. Because you could even make the argument of something like web fishing. Given it is a game that is entirely based around servers that you're basically meant to play with friends, you know. It very much has that MMO feel to it. And like, Palia isn't a direct one-to-one to Animal Crossing. No, but it's a life sim game. You can get that life sim feel out of Palia. And I'm sure there's others, I just haven't heard of them. And like, that's without even getting into all the various different Korean MMOs. There might be a Korean MMO that is exactly like Animal Crossing. You know. That's the funny thing. Where it's like, MMOs are just great. But they get shut down. And then they're gone. Which sucks. Ooh, salmons. That means king salmon. King salmon's worth a lot. Like, I would absolutely love to be able to fire up and play Tales of Pirates 2. I'd love to be able to fire up and play MapleStory 2. Heck, I would settle for, you know, just even being able to fire up and play with my old data the original Tales of Pirates. Even though Tales of Pirates 2 was better. But Tales of Pirates 2 got shut down. The original Tales of Pirates got shut down before that. Like, they shut down the original to get people to play the second. And then they shut down the second. There is a fan server of the original. There is Pirate King Online, which was the Korean name, just translated. Which honestly I feel like it would have been a much more popular game had they used that. But I imagine, given the time period it released at, and 4Kids having been doing One Piece, King of the Pirates was probably a trademarked thing by 4Kids, would be my guess. So they probably just didn't want to risk it. Which also, I gotta say, and I've never watched or read, like I've never watched the sub of One Piece, and I've never read the manga of One Piece, but I didn't think the dub of it was that bad. Maybe I'm weird. I don't know. Oh, but yeah, I wanted to see. Was a 2-for-1 on 2-for-1 triangle shade steel. Who needs 2? So I'm giving you the extra. Think of it as payback for all the times you've done me a solid. Oh, you don't need to give me anything. Coffee. Immediately give it back to her. CJ, I will get with you in a minute. I need to come donate stuff before I accidentally sell things. I don't know if I'm gonna continue fishing tonight. I should, but CJ will be back before the salmons and king salmons are gone. I have some donations. 3 of them. But yeah, like... I know there's some people upon hearing, like, you can only play one genre, be like, oh, well, you know, I take, like, life sim games, like, it's to play Animal Crossing. Stuff like that. I'm like, I'll just take MMOs. As long as I can play every MMO that ever existed, and I can go back to my old favorites that have been shut down, even if I'm the only player, I don't care. I would just love to play them again. Like, Tails Runner. Tails Runner was really fun. It was pay to win. But it was pay to win in a way of you still had to be good at the game. It was a racing game where you played as various characters who ran, hence Tails Runner. Like, it was pretty cool, but it got shut down. The Korean version kept going for a while, but even that eventually got shut down. 21,000 bells. 36,000. Jesus. CJ. CJ, please. I gotta put money away now. Let me get my umbrella out. My hat's wet enough. But, yeah, like... Ooh, there is a thing on the notifications. Pinky's birthday's on the 9th! Okay. I gotta try to remember that. Gotta remember your birthday, girl. You know, I've been told it's bad luck to have an umbrella open indoors. But I've never closed my umbrella before going inside. I always step inside and close it after I'm already inside. Yeah, we have almost 10 million bells. We got less than 5,000 in interest. Nook. Nook, what kind of interest rates are you running? Bad ones, apparently. Though maybe he's running interest rates like my own bank does. I have, like, I think it's like a 2% interest. I get, like, a penny or two on having $100. Per cent is out of 100. So having that interest rate plus $100 should equal at least $1 every month. That should be $2 every month. It doesn't make it make sense. Because it's not, literally, I've stopped and added it up. My yearly interest is higher than the interest rate. So it's not that that's the interest rate for the whole year. That's, I don't know. Like, I literally went through, added it all up, accounting for every increase in pennies, and then basically checked what a percentage of what I got was, you know, there. And it was like, I ended up with like $4 in the end. It's like, I don't get it. It shouldn't have been that much if it was on the year, but it's clearly not on the month, because then I'd be making a lot more. I don't get it. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this one. I thank you all very much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you back here tomorrow as I deal with flowers. See you all then.